everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features two young wideouts, both from the 2014 draft class. It's Big Mike Evans going up against OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past... So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Robert Ayers, the former Giant, in on the stop. The New York Giants offensively, their starters, and one guy out wide to take a look at, Sterling Shepard.
A really mature man in every way coming out of Oklahoma. Personally and professionally. You can play him out wide, play him in the slot. He can return punts for you.
And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it. Just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lavonte David, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Manning. He's got time in the pocket. Under pressure, they got him again. Gerald McCoy in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Three and a half to go, first quarter. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch.
Here's the run with Martin. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Vincent Jackson, 33 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Throwing is Manning on third down. Just keeping the play alive. He's got it. It's Paul Perkins. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So how about that one, Charles? We haven't seen that in a while. The illegal forward pass.
The quarterbacks get so much leeway on this play that you're right, Brandon. It is very rare that we see the call come out for a legal forward pass.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They do go for it. It's Manning. He's got Adams on the hookup. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Howard Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
To throw is Manning. It's caught. Shepard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. 23 yards on the play.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Hey, give them credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Eli Manning taking it in. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They run again on first down. Martin. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Martin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They're down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. On 4th down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On play action, now Manning. Deep drop. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. That was close to a big play and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Taking on the midfield logo. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And quickly they get to the line.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target, and it's 3rd and short.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One receiver to the left is Evans. Winston now to throw on first down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Giants ready to come out now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Manning, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
I got you, 45.
In his own end zone, it's Manning looking deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
From his end zone, it's Manning on 3rd and long. He's got him in.
Man.
The 30.
He's just no better than that.
10. And he's in
Touchdown.
for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend
That's
their
a good
lead, a
ball.
little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen. And they went to and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd and long for Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd down following the run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. To Shepard, complete over the yards there and a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
You can hit him underneath now.
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defense will give him.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Will tie. 64 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks, straight in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Jameis to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing, Winston. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
And we'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw, it's Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Winston. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On play action, now Manning. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Manning to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm going to put Eli on the bench. I got somebody for you. Play that type of game. I got somebody for you. Eli, go on the bench. Let's go.
Here's Brad Wing now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
It's a fake.
Fielded at the 33. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Two yards to go here on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Evans comes in motion right. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, man, fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a 1st down.
And a catch right side by Evans. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st down. One receiver to the left is Evans. They go play action here on first down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys.
Get off me, man. Get off of me, man.
He's all alone. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Giants.
He's like the quarterback.
Rashad Jennings, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
And Boyd has it over the middle. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Winston. Over the middle to Evans. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. And they're going to speed things up here.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's Winston. And this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Vincent Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
I know who you watching. You watching? Oh, there. Watch this.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Manning. He's got Cruz complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Same cover. We're in the same cover, y'all. We're in the same cover. There it is. There it is.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take it. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Drops it off in the flat to Jennings.
Look what you did.
Rashad Jennings, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Jennings. He scored on the ground and through the air. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He completes it to Evans. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the game there. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Winston. He's got time. And his throw here's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Let's go, ball.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Winston to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Winston surveying the field. Complete, he finds Bray. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Jameis to throw it. He had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And Aguayo able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Nope. Good game, boss. They never catch, man. Beat you down on the edges.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.